Time for the big showdown. It's the final 9 holes of the 2002 Brent Hambrick Memorial here in Columbus, Ohio. I'm Brian Sullivan. With me is this week's special guest commentator, PDGA Competition Director Todd Branch. Todd, thanks for being here.
My pleasure, Brian.
Let me break this down. In the lead, we've got Ron Russell, followed by 10-time world champion Ken Climo, who is 3 strokes out of the lead. Behind him, Sean Sinclair, trailing by 7, and finally Al Sugarshack. He trails by 11. How do you see this washing out?
Well, 3-stroke lead's pretty good. There's not a whole lot of trouble on these final 9 holes, so I don't see Ron having too much trouble holding on to a 3-stroke cushion. Sean and Al could be a good battle for 3rd place. Ken's cushioned on both sides. He could probably end up 2nd place.
It's been very hot all weekend. Is there any chance that the heat is going to beat one or more of these guys down until they just can't throw as far as they used to?
Well, it shouldn't beat them down, but it'll be there's a factor that'll be had by the heat. It is very hot. You can probably see Brian and I are sweating pretty good right here.
The 2-minute warning is just about to blow. Let's take it out to the action. And it is go time, the final 9 holes of the 2002 Brent Hambrick Open here in Columbus, Ohio. Here is where we're sitting. Ron Russell currently leads by 3 over Ken Climo. Sean Sinclair trailing Russell by 7. Al Shack is back by 9. I'm Brian Sullivan. With me is this week's commentator, Todd Branch.
Hi.
Ron Russell is on the pad first. Hole 1 is 344 feet. This is an Anheuser from left to right. Todd, how are these players going to play the hole?
Well, it might be 340 feet, but it plays a lot shorter.
Get the hole!
Ron turns his Comet over. That's looking pretty nice. It's got a hold to the right. It does. Should have a good putt from there.
And a solid start for our leader, Ron Russell.
Some guys are throwing putters on this hole. Sean Sinclair looks like he will be.
This hill does move downhill. There's an elevation change here, which gives the players the advantage as Ken Climo throws out what appears to be a putter.
He didn't get it turned.
So Ken Climo's shot comes out a little early, and as a result, he's going to be left of the basket. Here is Orange City, Iowa's Sean Sinclair.
And Sean with his putter. He looks like he got it pretty well. Made it over there for a putt. Looks like a spot Kenny landed in can be pretty nasty. He might even be hung up OB.
That remains to be seen. And finally on the hole, here's Al Shack.
Oh, he's going high. He's just got to get by that tree right there. And he'll be putting maybe on the edge of the woods.
Good shot from Shack. You were right, Todd. Ken Climo is in the shul here, and he's going to have a tough approach shot coming out.
Yeah, he's going to have to punch this out low. Hopefully get it to slide up to the basket.
It's about 90 feet to the basket, and there he is.
Beautiful. He's got a look on his face like he might have a shot at this. There might be a little hole in the bush there to putt through.
So Shack, after his very high release on the drive, finds himself about 40 feet from the basket. He's got to find a hole to get there, though.
Hits his hole. Oh, a little bit low. Oh, now he's on another bush.
He certainly is, and he's going to have a little work yet to get a 3.
He shouldn't have too much of that. Now Sean's putter shot right here, well within his range.
Sinclair is on a roll. He won the Great Lakes Open just last week, a huge event and a huge win for him. There's the deuce. And Sinclair out of the gate strong with the first deuce on the card. And now our leader, Ron Russell, for his deuce attempt. Ron was really on fire last 2 rounds. He shot 12 down each round.
And there it is.
Yeah, Ron.
And a strong hole for Ron Russell as he also cards the deuce.
And Al, to stay within a stroke of Sean here, needs to make this putt. Very nice.
We expected to see that deuce, or that putt hit rather, and Al Shack with a 3. Climo's going to take his 3, and we're going to move on with Ron Russell still leading now by 4. Hole 2, this is 489 feet, mostly wide open, but there is a hill on the right side of this hole, and if you get into that hill, you're clearly going to come up short of the basket, Tom Branch.
That's right. You wanna keep it as straight as you can.
There's also some trees and brush to the left side.
And that needs to flip up. Oh, that's holding pretty nice.
That is a sweet looking shot there from Ron Russell.
Yeah, it's 489 feet, but the downhill makes it play about 410 though. It's still a log throw.
We've seen on this hole this weekend the top pros usually going to the air, and most everyone else will throw a roller. Here's Sinclair, and he is going to go with the roller.
Oh, and he didn't get it turned up. That's going to roll into the woods.
And he knew that right away. He immediately turned away from that shot, knowing that it was going into the woods or somewhere near there.
Depending on how far that goes in, it can be a difficult shot out of there.
So Sinclair has trouble with the roller. Here's Ken Climo out of Clearwater, Florida. He currently trails the leader by 4.
And he takes to the air nice and low. Oh, it's pretty beautiful. It's going to hyzer out. He should be on the edge of the woods looking at a long putt, though.
So Climo's going to be just left of the basket. Probably pretty happy with that shot.
Now Al's going to be going for the par job the whole way here.
Al Sugar Shack from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Kaboom. Oh, that's going to get off left, too. He should be right on the edge of the woods, a little short.
That could even skip into the woods. Let's find out.
Looks like Sean didn't get in the woods too far. He should have a fairly easy little sidearm approach here.
Sinclair's going to be about 110 feet away. There's just a very light breeze here. Not anything that he's really going to be too concerned about. Here's a flick shot.
And it looks like he executed it perfectly. Drop in par. Looks like Al Shax just did make it into the woods quite a ways. He's got a tough little out. Looks like there's a tunnel, but he should be able to get it right up by the basket. Depending on if his throwing motion's restricted. And
he ran it! Wow, that's a gutsy play from Al Shack.
yeah, it sure was. Actually checked up nicely and leaves him with about a 28-foot putt here.
Well within Ken Climo's range. He hits these on a very consistent basis.
Yep, I would say it would be abnormal to see him miss a putt from that range.
And that is 2 for Ken Climo, his first of this final 9. Here's Shack now for his 3.
That's the problem when you run for the long deuce, is sometimes leave yourself with a little tester coming back.
Possible 3 turns into a 4 for Al Shack. And now Ron Russell is going to try to take the deuce here.
Yeah, he needs to make this to keep his 4-stroke lead. And he does.
And Russell is on fire. There's no stopping this guy this weekend.
Nope, sure doesn't look like it.
And the bogey for Shack, it's going to be a 3 for Sinclair, and we're moving on. Now we could see some fireworks. We're at hole 5. This is 321 feet. It's a hyzer shot, and this is a possible ace round top, Brent.
Well, just tend to skip a lot around the basket, so if you give it a chance for an ace, there's a good chance it skips away. I'd say this should skip quite a bit. Boom.
And
Right
Russell,
next to the basket. I'd say anybody that doesn't 2 this hole is going to be losing strokes on the rest of the field right here.
so Russell plays this one conservatively, and he's right under the basket as a result. Meanwhile, Climo now on the pad.
That's a chance for an ace. Oh, see the skip. He's going to have a Ken Climo putt coming back for the deuce there.
Do you think there's enough bounce to this green to maybe get a skip ace turn?
It's possible.
Sinclair now.
See, and then there's the right angle for a skip ace right there. Oh, no, just didn't get up high enough.
But Sinclair's under the basket. And finally, Al Shack.
And Al gives it a chance for the big one.
He sure did give it a shot.
We got the big skip though.
As expected, Al's going to be away, but nonetheless, it's only about a 20-foot putt here, Todd.
Yep. There, Al's feeling good again.
from 15. He's automatic there.
Dead end. He'll keep his 4-stroke deficit to run.
And just to clarify, Shaq is trailing Sinclair by 3 at this point.
Oh, is it 3? I'm
It's
sorry.
been 3 for a while, but nonetheless, he's got some work to do if he wants to
Run
catch
easy
Sinclair.
too.
So deuces and 1 par. So it's now going to be Russell in the lead. Climo trailing by 4. Sinclair back 8. Basket is just slightly left of the pad. It's pretty much a straight shot.
That's not going to turn enough.
And that could end up costing Ron Russell a stroke against the other players, as long as they get in within deuce range. There's Ken Climo.
He's thinking ace the whole way.
Stay there.
Needs to hold that line.
Stay
Hold
there.
that line. Ooh, very close.
He had
Nice
the
run.
line and it just faded off at the end. And now Sinclair.
Sean is giving it a good chance. He's got to get by that tree right there, and he goes under it.
He's not in, but he's close enough for 2 opportunity.
Here we go. Here's my dark horse, Al Shaq.
Well, Todd, you say Shaq is good for at least 1 amazing shot per final 9. Could this be it? Oh, he wanted it.
Well, these guys make it look easy. Ron's showing us that sometimes he's still got to work for you too.
Ron's another top player who has a really unique style. Walk us through Ron's style here, Todd.
Well, actually, it looks like he's changed his style a little bit. Right there, he's standing flat-footed and he's throwing little right to left putts that don't have much chance to go flying by. Could just be a conservative putt he's using here while he has the lead.
After the ace attempt, Al Shaq finds himself 25, 30 feet out.
Oh, he misses that one.
And a rare miss from Shaq as he goes chain right.
Climb a little long after his ace attempt. Should be no problem. Watch his head, watch his eyes. Watch how steady everything is. Steady.
That one's good, and it's a deuce for Ken Climo.
He shows us the line the disc took as it flew by the chains on his drive. Sean, easy. Makes it.
And it's a 2 for Sinclair as well.
So Kenny actually makes up a stroke, and he's now within 3 of Ron Russell.
Anything could happen at this point between the number 1 and 2 spots here.
Yep.
Also with the par, he now leads by 3 over Climo, by 7 over Sinclair, and an 11-stroke lead over Al Shaq. And our last hole now, hole 9, 582 feet.
Yep.
Here's Shaq after the deuce.
Al going first. Oh, we didn't quite get that roller up. It'll still get some good distance, but it's, yeah, that's going to play just fine.
Got a tough bounce initially. There is out of bounds areas both to the right and then deep left. The green kind of has OB shrinking up on it as Climo gets ready to throw a big roller.
Oh, that's pretty nice. It needs to come up. It doesn't quite make it. And be out by Al.
So Climo finds himself off to the left as well. And Sean Sinclair will try his luck.
Uh-oh.
It's going to go right early.
It looks like it'll curl out before getting to the road. Does. We'll give you that one.
Well done.
Sinclair flirts with the out of bounds, but finds himself safe. Although he is behind a light pole down there, that could give him some trouble. There's our leader, Ron Russell of Florida.
Yeah, no chance of going out of bounds there.
He too is going to end up on the left side of the fairway.
Looking for some last minute magic.
Essentially no wind now. He just has to beware of that OB road. That
Gives it a
surrounds the
try.
basket.
Oh, look at Al. Oh, what a beautiful shot. All Ryan really has to do is not throw this shot out of bounds, and he will be the tournament winner.
And chances are good if he sets his mind to it, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Shots away. And that'll definitely be in bounds, as a matter of fact. That is very close.
Russell's going to have to be careful not to hit his head on the basket as he goes to retrieve that disc.
Sean Sinclair from his nearly second consecutive OB stroke. Uh-oh.
Coming back.
That's going to be a tough putt for the three. Clamo. Gets it up there close.
170 feet away, and he's right there at the basket for the putt. And Sinclair from about 20 feet. That one's good.
Sean flips in his par putt.
And he manages to save his three. Looks like
Clamo for his three.
going to be threes around here, and Ron Russell is going to be the winner of the 2002 Brent Hambrick Open.
Notice how everybody goes ahead and putts out and allows Ron the final shot.
Ken Clamo is going to finish in second place, followed by Sean Sinclair and Al Shack. And here's our winner with his final putt. And it's official, Ron Russell is the winner of the 2002 Brent Hambrick Memorial.
He played some great golf this weekend.
And that's going to wrap it up. Ron Russell is the winner of the 2002 Brent Hambrick Memorial. Todd Branch, any final thoughts?
Well, Ron sure played great. He was a little risky during the final nine, but didn't get himself in any trouble and held on to that cushion just like I thought he would. There was some good playing out there. It was a lot of fun.
Todd, thanks much for your help this weekend.
Gladly.
And Disctv will be right back.
Disc golf is the new outdoor sport for the entire family. This environmentally friendly game is now being enjoyed by hundreds of thousands of players on over 1,200 courses worldwide. For the past 25 years, the Professional Disc Golf Association has been there, guiding disc golf into the future. The PDGA is an international nonprofit member organization that serves both professional and amateur disc golfers. The Professional Disc Golf Association, guiding disc golf into the future.
Ron Russell is our winner in the Men's Open division this weekend. Ron, the number 9 seems to be working for you. Your PDGA number 9999. You won the World Championships in 1999. And now this weekend, in 99-degree weather, you have won your second national tour of the season.
Right. Thank you very much.
Tell me how it went out there.
Oh, it was a blast. Like you said, it was extremely hot. A couple of the discs slipped out of my hand. It might have looked to the crowd like, what is he doing over there? But it happens, you know, in this humidity and the heat. It's just, it's tough to play. But I stayed focused really well the whole time, and I'm really pleased.
Your last 2 rounds, you shot 12 under par each round. Those were incredible rounds of golf. Obviously, you found your groove again.
Yes, sir. It's taken a while to come back from that injury. I just recently started throwing my full potential again, and boy, it's exciting to be back in the hunt again.
It's great to see you, Ron, and congratulations.
Thanks very much.
That's going to do it from Columbus, where Ron Russell is the winner of the 2002 Brent Hambrick Memorial. Join us next week when Disctv takes you to Madison, Wisconsin for the Mad City Open. And join us online anytime at disctv.disclife.com, where you can order tapes of the show and find out how to send us tapes from your course. For Disctv, I'm Brian Sullivan. We'll see you next time.
Disctv is brought to you in part by the Professional Disc Golf Association, guiding disc golf into the future. Maceman Disc Golf Gear, simply the best. Gateway Golf Discs, winning discs of the 2002 Great Lakes Open. And DiscLife.com, the world leader in disc golf.